So I was all ready and good to go to put together a build video for today, and I had it like 85% done, and then yesterday, as of this video's release, the Ghost Ship crew decided to do a big live stream where they released a ton of information. Some of it was very exciting, and some of it was, well...
Season 5 for DeepRockGalactic is planned to come by June 24.
So I had to put a pause on my current video so I can talk about what I saw in that live stream. So let's dive in. What's up guys, Jay here, and welcome to a very special impromptu video. This video is not going to be nearly as scripted as I would like to normally because I feel like it's better to give my initial pure thoughts on all the information given. The Ghost Ship crew did a live stream yesterday talking about what was on the horizon for them, both as a developer and also a publisher. They talked about a lot of different projects and announcements for them, so let's go through them one by one. I'll have the link to the full live stream from Ghost Ship in the description so you can watch the whole thing if you want. Also, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe so you never miss another upload. So first, they started off by talking about the company leaning into the publishing aspect and how much they enjoy helping other smaller companies get their games off the ground, which is honestly a very nice and wholesome view on the idea.
Where we try to encourage and find developers that have the same kind of view on things.
Next, they started giving us a rundown of some of the other games that they have been publishing or working on in some way, and they started with their take on the bullet hell survivor genre with DeepRockGalactic Survivor. They talked more about what to expect from the game and the kinds of gameplay, progression, and inspirations for the game itself. There is a demo available on Steam, and I did try it out myself once I saw it, and honestly, the feel and gameplay were very nice and smooth. I personally haven't played that many Survivor-style games, however this one is super fun and I like the constant intensity that they were able to achieve. You can't sit still for very long and you constantly have to keep moving and keep the horde off of you while you gather all those minerals and upgrade yourself. There wasn't much for them to show aside from what we have seen before though, so not too much more info on that. Still, the game looks like a lot of fun and a nice twist on the DRG universe. After that, they switched gears and talked about another one of their games, Spell Rogue. They describe the game as deck building with dice, and it's an interesting take on a strategy and roguelike combination that has a much more fantasy feel to it. The game has a lot of interesting ideas that look like they're going to shake up the strategy genre a little bit. There is a demo available for this game as well, so if you want to try it out for yourself, go check it out on Steam. I haven't tried it out for myself yet, so there's not much I can say about it personally, but it does look really interesting, and if you like dice games, I can't imagine you won't like this. Next, they moved on to one of their games that I personally am very much looking forward to with Dark Swarm. This game looks like a lot of fun and is very reminiscent of games like Helldivers and Alien Swarm. It's a top-down co-op horror shooter that has a lot of inspiration from the Alien franchise. I love these kinds of party games where you can just squat up with your friends and get a ton of loot. They showed some more new gameplay and gave us some more information on the overall gameplay loop. Unfortunately, there is not a demo for this game available yet, and I really wish there was, but I'm still hyped for this game and can't wait for it to come out. Then they decided to hit us with a brand new game that they haven't shown anything for up until this point with the strategy RPG game Dino Lords, in which you play as English royalty and try to build a city and establish a proper kingdom, all while taming and battling dinosaurs. Which is honestly insanely cool, and I was not prepared to witness that today. They don't have anything else out for it now besides what we saw on the stream, but honestly I'm already sold. There needs to be more games like this where it's just random cool things mashed together in a very fun and creative way. I cannot wait to knock down walls as a T-Rex, and I hope that there's Triceratopses in the game as well. After the Dino Lord showcase, the devs shifted to talking about DeepRockGalactic specifically, and they started with talking about the board game and its new expansions that have come out recently. I feel like they were trying really hard not to boast and be proud of the fact that they met their goal on Kickstarter in literally 20 minutes. In any event, they were talking about what was added to the board game and how excited they were to get it out there. Personally, I have wanted to get my hands on the board game for a while now, and this has just pushed me even further towards getting my hands on it. The expansions include new mission types, new biomes, new enemies, an assignment system, the Abyss Bar, and tons of other things to help shake up the board game experience. So if you haven't gotten your hands on it yet, go check it out on Kickstarter. After that, they announced something interesting, with a physical version of DRG being launched on PlayStation 5. This was honestly a nice thing to see since up until this point DRG has only been in digital form, and now they actually have a physical version of the game for people to have, at least for PlayStation players. They did say it wouldn't really make sense to do physical versions of the other platforms since PC is pretty smaller market and DRG is available on Xbox Game Pass, which does make sense. It's something small, but it's still very nice. So now it's time to talk about the biggest things that the Ghost Ship crew revealed during this live stream. They showed us the first teaser trailer for a brand new spin-off game in the DeepRockGalactic universe called DeepRockGalactic Rogue Core. This is massive because I don't think anybody saw or even expected this to happen. Unfortunately, this crazy announcement was promptly followed by a similarly insane announcement that left a lot of the live chat quickly changing their moods.
Season 5 for DeepRockGalactic is planned to come by June 24.
What?
That was not what I was expecting. It's unfortunate to say, but Season 4 has been lackluster from what we are used to. So having this season with us all the way until June is something that not too many people are happy with. But let's start with Rogue Core itself, and then I'll talk about the super long Season 4. While they didn't show us any actual gameplay for Rogue Core, they did tell us a lot about the basics of the game and where it fits into the DRG universe. Essentially, the actual DeepRockGalactic mining company has discovered a new rare material to harvest and have set up several mining outposts near the core of Hoxus, where this material is located, when for some reason all of the outposts go dark and lose contact. So you play as a special member of an elite reclaimer team that is tasked with going into and finding out what happened to these outposts. Some things that I liked about what they said was that they are going for a more flexible custom class system compared to DRG's normal static class selection system. This is going to allow for more deep customization for class setups and build loadouts. I also like how this is an expansion of the lore and story of DRG as a whole. It's making it so that way the mining company isn't really the only thing in existence and that it's a lot bigger, which I really do like the expansion of that. It's going to have a lot of the same aspects and themes of the normal DeepRockGalactic, but with a new twist to it. To put it plainly, I am very interested and excited to see what comes from this new game, and I will keep you guys updated as more info comes out. So now it's time to talk about the elephant in the room.
June 24.
I think it's important to think about this announcement from several different perspectives. From the player perspective, understandably this is very concerning. Season 4 for Deep Rock has been admittedly underwhelming and for some people just not that enjoyable. I myself have had fun for the most part, but now it's starting to feel like it's dragging on. So for players to have to dredge through almost 9 more months of this season, it's no surprise that people are upset. I mean, I would have settled for at least January or February, but June? Now look, I'm not saying that Ghost Ship is not working hard because they clearly are if they are juggling this many different projects. However, I do think they could have given us at least something else big coming between Season 4 and 5 to help fill the time. I'm sure they're going to have something for Halloween and for Christmas coming, which is fine, but players are understandably going through burnout with the content that's in the game right now, and giving us the same content essentially just with the addition of collecting either pumpkins or Christmas ornaments or whatever they have the collectible be for those events isn't really going to pull many more people back in for more gameplay. However, if we try to look at this from the perspective of Ghost Ship and see what position they are in, I can kind of see where they are at right now, and it's in a period of expansion, which means less time to be dedicated to certain projects. I have heard and seen several people trying to make the claim that Ghost Ship is trying to abandon DeepRockGalactic, and I 100% don't believe that they are doing that for a second. I think they are trying to expand upon the universe that they created in several different ways, and sometimes that calls for putting priorities elsewhere. Make no mistake, I am upset for them taking forever to give us Season 5, and I would have loved to see it sooner, but after seeing what is coming and how much they have on their plate, I can kinda understand why we're in that situation. However, no matter what they do, they need to make sure that Season 5 is going to be incredible to make up for what happened in Season 4. Overall, I was very happy with what I saw on the live stream, aside from the long wait for Season 5. Despite what it may sound like I was saying, I still support Ghost Ship games very much and do consider them to be one of the better development studios out there in terms of transparency and commitment to their fanbase. They're not money grubbers who are just out for your wallet, they're nerds like us who want to make and publish great games for us to enjoy, even if they do make a few questionable decisions here and there. Well, those were my thoughts on the live stream, and I hope you guys are as hype as I am about some of the stuff that we saw, especially Dino Lords. I may go into a bit deeper detail about some of these games later, but I just wanted to share my initial thoughts and reaction to the live stream, as it was very, very impactful, and I'll keep you guys updated on any major changes that I can find. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to give it a like because it tells me what types of videos you guys want to see. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.